He has said they wanted to play with the Sun in recent weeks, recent days. He has said that he is comfortable with Bronny pursuing his own path, that he doesn't have to play with them, but he just wants what's best for Bronny. And I do believe LeBron James is comfortable with not playing with Bronny James, but I think at the end of the day, the Lakers will do everything they can to allow Bronny and King LeBron to play together. Um, the Pelicans, basically, the Pelicans can defer the pick to another year. Um, so the Lakers may or may not get the 17th overall pick in the draft, their first round draft pick. The Lakers are picking number 55 overall in the second round. So there is a scenario where Bronny can end up at number 55, and the Lakers can take Bronny James with the 55th pick in the draft. Um, I believe Bronny will end up on the Lakers' hands. As far as the first round, the second round, I mean, people are going to make a huge big deal like there ain't no tomorrow if he ends up being drafted 17 overall. If the Pelicans send the pick back to the Lakers, I believe he'll have to be in the second round of the draft where Bronny is going to end up on the hands of the Lakers. What's going to happen though, with or without Bronny James? Goki LeBron is going to sign a max deal. He's going to sign a 3-year contract. I think it's going to be for 2 years with the player option for the third year. So basically, Goki LeBron, in his mind, he won back-to-back rings. He's playing 2 more years. There's no third year in the contract. He's going to announce that it's his last game that he just played right after he ties Michael and Kareem. So the player option of the third year, Goki LeBron announced his retirement, so there is no third year. But it is a 3-year contract with the player option for the third year. So it's a 2-year contract. He's going to retire like he's going to win back-to-back rings, a 19th ring, crown Goki LeBron. Kobe died right before the crown virus reached the shores of America. We talk about COVID-19 and crown Goki LeBron for the Lakers' 19th championship. COVID-19, Lakers' 19th championship, purple and gold molecules, purple and gold Lakers, crown the Goki LeBron James. This is all happening in a Lakers uniform, so he's not leaving. They're just bored right now. They have nothing else to talk about. So all they have left to talk about is Bronny and BS about going back to Cleveland. Uh, yeah, Philadelphia's never gonna go. LeBron's just never gonna go back east. He's got to prove people about this misconception that he can only make the NBA Finals because he played in the weak East. He can't. We can't have that. LeBron James has to conquer the West. He's got to dispel this notion that he needed the Eastern Conference. He has to dispel that notion completely. So he's going to win back-to-back rings. He's going to do so in the Western Conference. Way past his physical peak. The best version of Goki LeBron James is the one who can adjust and adapt and keep the body going, physically and mentally, and adjusting his game. The brilliance of Goki LeBron has shined through for 21 seasons, and I expect no different in 2022, in 2023. Win the Olympic gold And then let's begin the season, shall we? Let's begin the season after the Olympic gold, led by GOAT King LeBron James. And then on to the season. It's about the 5 and 6 in the finals, right after the Olympics. The Celtics win the championship in 6 games. Porzingis going to return 1 month and 8 days after his injury. Porzingis going to play in game one. It's all rigged for the Celtics to blow these guys out in 4 games so they don't have to rush Porzingis. It's all set up for the Celtics to win. 1 month and 8 days, completely scripted by the number. I got to go Mavs tomorrow here. Look at Doncic is 93, and he can make it to the finals 93 days after his birthday. If that were to happen, Kyrie Irving's 33rd playoff loss will happen to lose the title to Jason Tatum. So, yeah, the Celtics are winning the title. Yeah, I get it. They're going to strike first, but Lakers beat the Celtics, and they surpassed the Celtics with back-to-back championships. So it's only a matter of time. The Celtics strike first, then the Lakers, they counter, respond right back by beating the Celtics and winning the back-to-back to surpass Boston yet again. That is going to be the epic response, the epic reaction, the epic counter. That's the story for 24-25 and 25-26. But Celtics get the first blow. Again, I've already said it, but again, what's the name of the documentary? Anyway, that one where Kyrie attacked the Jews, he's not, he never ever win the title because he attacked the Jews. The Jews run the NBA. Jews gonna humiliate Kyrie Irving. Kyrie basically talks shit about the Jews. He's saying that black people are the real Jews. But he talks shit about the Ashkenazis. Mark Cuban, and that's the thing. He plays for a Jew. Oh, Kyrie, flat Earth retard. Oh my God. Oh my God. Start talking the Jews and he plays for a Jew, Mark Cuban. Oh my God, Kyrie. This is the same guy who thinks the earth is flat. This is the same guy who doesn't give a shit about winning championships. Oh, you don't want a little poke to the shoulder. Oh my God, Kyrie Irving. God, what a dope. Kyrie's the ultimate dope. He is losing. You don't talk about the people that hold the power at the top. But yeah, he's the same bozo who thinks the earth is flat, doesn't want to take a back seat. Like, crying out loud. He didn't carry enough back then to win the championship with the Brooklyn Nets. He kept himself out and away from the team. He is a selfish player. Kyrie has always been a selfish player. He's just like Kobe, except he didn't have Shaquille O'Neal. He doesn't have a dominant big man on the level of Shaq or Gasol. This Porzingis is a solid starter, but he's not on the level like these other guys. Who we get? He's barely played any playoff games. When Porzingis wins the title, it'll be his 11th playoff win. When he plays every game in the NBA Finals, he didn't play many playoff games. If he were that star, he would have certainly played far more playoff games than he's played thus far up to the current day of his career. Al Horford will win his 98th playoff game to become champions 98. What was the stat? The most amount of playoff wins or something without a title or something of that nature. I don't know. I think that's what it is. I'd be curious to see how many what playoff win that would be with the Celtics since he did play with the Hawks. He was drafted by the Hawks. The Celtics they beat the Hawks in seven in 2008. That was the team that drafted Bill Russell. That was the Celtics' last championship before Bill Russell's death. That was a 7-game series over the Hawks in 2007, 2008. Um, but I do believe it's going to play out to where Bronny's going to end up on the Lakers' hands. Second round picks don't mean jack. The Lakers can select Bronny in the second round for all I care. We'll see if the Pelicans send the pick back to the Lakers or if they intend on using the pick. But I like Bronny in the Lakers uniform. But go King LeBron James. This is not the This is not the end game. It's not. The end game is not to play with Bronny at all costs. The end game is to complete the coronation and the legacy, donning the purple and gold to win the title in front of fans. Who cares if he plays with Bronny or not? All that matters for GOAT King LeBron James. He's going to have the finishing polish, the finishing touches to a miraculous, spectacular, fantabulous, dynamic career. Man, Curry's going down. My biggest lock of the series is Celtics to win game 5 and 6. Anything can happen as far as order goes of who wins the games from game 1 to game 4. But game 5 and game 6, Celtics gonna lay the hammer down in game 5 and game 6. Be ready for it. Celtics are gonna lay the hammer down on them guys out there. Guaranteed.